This is Industrial Edge, a podcast where we discuss the cutting edge world of factory automation and the technologies shaping the future of the industry.
I'm Lacey Chandler, sitting here with Eva Rydholt. We are at Rydholt. Say it.
Rydholt.
Thank you.
Yep.
Sitting here at the very exciting, active 2024 Almond Board Conference in Sacramento at the Safe Credit Union Center. This is a very exciting year with lots and lots of attendees. 1,000 more than last year, I hear. I can feel it. The energy's palpable for the first day, which is usually kind of just warming up. There's a lot of attendees, a lot of energy, a lot of excitement. And it's fun to see you in person.
Yes.
I don't get the opportunity too often.
No, we don't.
You're so
I
beautiful.
love that. Oh, well, so are you.
Why don't you take a minute to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about you, about what you do, who you work for, and what you're hoping to get from the show.
Okay. Well, my name is Eva Rydholt. I work for a company named OK International. It was founded in 1982 by Owen Kellett, hence the OK. We've been in business. We do end-of-the-line packaging equipment. So it's anything from case erectors, bag inserters, tapers, fillers, bag sealers. And then we have, that's the bigger OK International division. And then we have our bag sealer line, which is OK Sealer. And Owen Kellett and his daughter, Anne-Marie Kellett, basically started this business in their garage, building these sealers, and became distributors for bag sealers. And that's how the whole business started up.
And how long ago was that?
1982.
82.
So we're almost
a while back.
Yes.
Do you think they were inspired to start that business in their garage after Apple?
Nope. I think it was just because they didn't have a place to really, or could afford a place to start building these things. And that's what they did. They just started out of the garage. And
who just says one day, let's go build a sealer? Like, where did that come from?
Well, of course, they were distributors.
What is a sealer?
First. Bag sealer.
What's a bag sealer?
Well, a bag sealer is a piece of equipment that basically heat seals all the bags.
Can you give an example of what kind of bag?
Yep. You can go to the grocery store and you can go down the chip aisle and you can look at all the chips and see how they're sealed on the top. We seal all like glazed potato chips, and I mean anything that goes in a bag we can seal. And that could be any industry. It could be produce, it can be medical, it could be pet food, seafood, baking industries. So we cover a lot of industries for sure.
Now that you say that, I can think of infinite amount of products that are in bags.
Right.
Wow.
Anything in bags.
So you mentioned a lot of
seal.
other products. How did it go from creating bag sealers in a garage to all of the other offerings that you mentioned earlier?
So Owen Kellett basically started buying sick companies that wasn't doing too well. And he went overseas one time and bought a company called OK Packaging in Holland. And they made case erectors.
What is a case erector?
So a case erector is a piece of equipment that basically opens up a box.
Like a cardboard box,
a cardboard box.
Come to our house 1,000 times a day during Christmas, like Amazon.
I'm sure,
box?
like Amazon. I was just gonna say,
So you don't need a human being to do that?
No, you don't. You can put it into a machine, and it comes flat. The cardboard is always flat, and the machine will open up the box, and they will seal the bottom, and then it will push it into the next machine, which is our case liners. And a case liner is basically a piece of equipment that will take that erected box and put a bag into it, a liner, and then it will go into the next machine, which is the filler, and you fill your box with products, and then it goes into the next stage, and that will be the uncuffer. So it will uncuff the bag. And if the customer want it, we can seal that bag as well. And we can take air out of it if they want to air vacuum it. And then it goes into the last stage, which is the taper, the top taper, which will tape the top of the box, and it pushes out on the pallet. So we do the whole packaging line.
So how many humans are required for that process? From what you said with the flat cardboard to doing all of the things you mentioned with product inside, sealed back up, ready to go wherever it's going to go. My porch, maybe.
Maybe
Um,
someday.
How many humans?
So for the process itself, I mean, the machine basically take care of everything. However, we do need to fill the case erector up with boxes, once in a while. So the boxes have to be, the magazine has to be filled up. So you will need one operator there. The filler has to be filled.
Same thing with the boxes. So whatever
same thing with the
product is
box.
going in the box has to
Yeah.
get replenished.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe
But
two
that's
people?
for like maybe 2 people for a full line.
I'm imagining if I had to do even one box by myself, putting it together,
Mm-hmm.
sealing the bottom,
Yep.
putting a bag in it.
Mm-hmm.
Just how long does it take me to put a bag in my trash can? My God.
Right.
Find which side to open and all of that.
Manually
Then-
fill it.
Manually fill it, right?
Yeah.
Then fix up the bag however it's supposed to be inside.
Yeah.
Cover it up. I mean, it might take me an hour and a half.
You
Or
would be slow.
give or take.
Yeah.
Give or take.
Give it take.
So the machines that you offer really can make this process quick. Is this a fast thing?
Yes. Well, again, it depends on the size of your boxes, obviously. But yes, the case erector, for example, will go up to about between 10 and 15, maybe 18 cases a minute.
Why are we calling it a case and not a box?
Well, I guess it's whatever you prefer to case, a case or a box. Yeah.
To me, a case is like multiple boxes of something.
Okay.
But we
And
call
there
it,
are multiple-
whatever the lexicon is for the industry it is. It's just a question. Doesn't matter. So that's a lot for 1 minute. We're talking 60 seconds right now. You could get a double-digit amount of boxes going from
Yeah.
flat to ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing.
Yep.
Do your customers find it amazing?
I believe they do because they keep coming back. But yes, absolutely.
Can
And
you give an example of a way that these products or a product has positively affected a customer that you've worked with? Like maybe some metrics and numbers that you can quote, or just even some efficiencies that you've noticed being improved?
yeah, so for example, I would say a lot in the nut industry, when the word gets out there, a lot of people listen, and we have definitely succeeded in that industry for sure and grown with the help of Chandler Automation for sure. But yeah, so we have definitely seen a growth in that.
So you recently filled me in about someone very special in your life. Can we hear about your Labradoodle?
He's a
What's
golden
his name?
doodle.
A golden doodle. Forgive me.
That's my Bentley.
Bentley.
Yes. Hence the name Bentley. That's my favorite car in the whole world.
When are you
so-
going to buy yourself a Bentley?
I already bought a Bentley.
What?
Well, that's my dog, and
Oh
that's the
my.
only Bentley I will ever own.
You're not going to own a real one? Why?
Not unless I have to live in it.
I think you deserve a brand new one
I do.
with all the bells and
One,
whistles.
yes. Believe me.
Right? You don't expect your customers to buy used
To buy
equipment from
used
you.
equipment, no.
You want them to
new.
get top of the line, all the bells and whistles,
Mhm.
because it actually ends up saving you money in the long run.
It does.
So you don't have to fuss around with the features you wish you would have gotten in retrospect, the service, the parts, the headaches, the downtime. Just get what you need in the beginning.
Exactly.
It's not about price, right?
It's not. It's about quality,
Mm-hmm.
for sure.
So if Bentley the dog is 7,
Yes.
you've got, let's say, 5 years to put that. Okay, you've got infinite amount of time to put that dog in
I'm going to chrome him.
in that new Bentley of yours.
Uh-huh. Within 5 years, I would love that.
Do it.
I know.
How are you
Just
gonna do
do it.
Yeah. Let's see. How many box erectors do you have to sell to get a Bentley?
A lot.
4 or 5? Or 500?
For 500.
Okay.
And maybe
All you
still
listeners
not be
out
able
there,
to.
we're going to rally for Eva and Bentley.
Yes.
We're going to go run out there straight to Chandler Automation's website and buy 3
donations
of every. Oh, we're actually going to have a GoFundMe on there, but what's even better is you can go on our website and get 3 of everything. Okay, so what does having some fantastic equipment like a case erector, sealer, bagger, decover, all these things, what does their operations look like prior to equipment like that?
So they probably start with doing a lot of it manually, just like we discussed.
Which would be how many humans?
Well, that would, depend on their volume too. But it would be a lot. And we also have to think
35, 12.
to pack it.
Like if you were trying to get to, like you were saying, 15 boxes a minute.
15 or 50?
1.5.
1.5.
Could you do that with humans?
Yeah, not a minute. No, that would be very.
What's the fastest? And let's just say like a box I can hold like this of almonds. 50-pound box of almonds.
50 pound.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
How fast
do you think
is the fastest humans could do it?
I'm not sure exactly how fast they could do it, but I mean, there's no way no humans could keep up with the machines, right?
So essentially, this part of a packaging line could be a real bottleneck if it wasn't automated.
Mm-hmm.
How fast do you see people being able to pay off, or businesses being able to pay off their equipment? I know it depends on the equipment and what they're trying to do.
It depends on the equipment. It depends on what they do. Again, the volume, the size of the business. But that, I would say, average, within a couple of years, that's made back. Don't forget, with the equipment, we don't have to pay the people. There is no health insurance that has to be paid. The
they don't hook up with each other.
The equipment don't call in sick. They don't fight.
They'll work on Christmas morning.
They will.
Nighttime.
They will work whenever.
No
you
overtime
need them to
required.
Work. Yep. Exactly.
They probably complain a lot less too.
I think so. I could be wrong, but I think so.
What do you think about the word on the street that robots are taking over everyone's jobs?
Unfortunately, I mean, again, I'm coming from a business. We do packaging, automation. I mean, automatic packaging line. Of course, it is sad to see that it's taking over people's jobs. But then again, I feel like the technology today, that's where we're heading. It
almost doesn't make sense to not do it.
To not do it, exactly. Yeah. And you got to follow the trends.
So if somebody is interested in your equipment, how can they find you?
They can go on our website, for sure, at www.okcorp.com, or on our OK Sealer website, www.oksealer.com.
Or www.chandler-automation.com.
That's right, .com. Yep, you can find us there as well. We attend multiple trade shows every year. Our biggest one is Pack Expo in either Chicago or Las Vegas. So where we will be exhibiting most of all of our equipment.
Well, thank you so much for sharing so much valuable information with us today. I really was deeply curious about Bentley
Yes.
and your Bentley. And
Yes.
I'm looking forward to that picture of you in your new ride.
Yes. You will be the first one,
Woo!
I promise. And I'll come pick you up.
Can't wait.
Yes. Me
Yes.
neither.
Okay, thank you, Eva.
Thank you.